The blizzard hit fast, trapping Sarah in the remote cabin she'd rented for a solo getaway. The snow piled high against the windows, muffling the world. The only sound was the wind howling like a hungry wolf and the crackle of the old fireplace. She was utterly alone, and for the first few hours, it felt like peaceful solitude. As night deepened, the wind's howl seemed to shift. It wasn't just the wind anymore. It sounded like voices, carried on the gale, thin and distant, but unmistakably human. Whispers that seemed to brush against the window panes, murmuring words she couldn't quite discern. Sarah tried to ignore it, telling herself it was just the storm playing tricks. But the whispers grew louder, clearer, pressing against the glass. They weren't speaking in any language she knew, but the tone was chillingly familiar, a low, guttural cadence, like people chanting. And they sounded like they were right outside. She peered through a small, cleared patch on the frosty window. Beyond the glass, the blizzard was a whiteout, a swirling vortex of snow. Nothing could possibly be out there. Yet the whispers intensified, now accompanied by a faint, rhythmic thump. Thump. Thump coming from the porch, just outside her door. Then, through the howling wind, a single, sharp rap echoed against the wooden door. Followed by another. And another. Slow, deliberate knocks. Someone was out there. And they weren't trying to escape the storm. They were trying to get in. Sarah stumbled back, her heart hammering. The knocking continued, growing louder, more insistent, accompanied by the chilling chorus of whispers now pressing against every window, every wall. The cabin no longer felt like a shelter. It felt like a thin skin, barely holding back something immense and malevolent. Suddenly, the knocking stopped. The whispers ceased. The wind itself seemed to hold its breath. Utter silence. And then, a sound that froze the blood in her veins, a low, scraping noise from inside the cabin. It came from the attic hatch directly above her head. The hatch slowly, agonizingly, began to creak open. A sliver of absolute darkness appeared. And from that darkness, a whisper, now clear and resonant, filled the room, not from outside, but from directly above her. You were never alone.